Hello fellow Gwent players and welcome back to another deck guide. Today I want to show you the Cintrian Royal Guard deck that I've been having a lot of fun with playing in previous streams, and want to show you the power of that deck if it can go off, and hopefully we can pull off some nonsense with it. So let's just get right into it. But before the video starts, please leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you're not yet. Also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and Instagram. All links will be in the description. Now let's move on with the video. Cintrian Royal Guards. Now this is a very classic deck. Also a very classy deck because it's got the Royal Guards. They protect the royalty. So let's just jump into the deck. I'll show you all the cards and explain them card by card. Starting off with Karak Cutthroat. Formation order, give an enemy unit bleeding 3. So what this card does is it basically just plays for 7 points. It is very proactive, obviously, but those 7 points throughout, let's say, 3 turns are actually quite effective. They actually give you a lot of sort of momentum to go in early, and if the opponent removes something like this, it's not really that upsetting. It's just a very good early play. But let's move on from this because the art is very gruesome in this one. Then we have the Radovid's Royal Guards, another Royal Guard. I mean, we're playing a Royal Guards deck, so why not have Radovid's Royal Guards? But in general, this card is just very good. It's probably the best 4 provision card in Northern Realms. Protects your stuff, and yeah, it's gonna be hard to kill unless the opponent has locks. Then I run 1 copy of Kedweni Knight. When played or summoned from the deck, boost self by 3. This is just a target for Amphibious Assault for a 12-point play, so that's always nice. It gives you a lot of pressure on the opponent. It gives you a good late game as well, and that's all that really this card is there for. Give you an additional late game option because Royal Guards does require a lot of setup and a pretty decently long round, but also in like a 5-6 card round it does well. But in a really short round, this card with Amphibious Assault can be very devastating. Then I also run 1 copy of Blue Stripe Scout. Deploy melee, spawn a copy of a bronze allied unit at the bottom of your deck. I don't like running 2 of this card. I think 1 is perfectly enough. There are some situations where you do want this card, and when you have it, it does feel okay, but having 2 copies of it in a hand just never feels great. So having 1 card in the deck when you find it is decent enough, and when it doesn't have any use, it doesn't feel that great, so that's why I'm only running 1 copy of it. But a lot of times this card can find use in putting one of the Royal Guards in your deck so you can tutor it out with something like Oneiromancy or Amphibious Assault. And then we get to the main spice, the Cintrian Royal Guard. Deploy boost self by 3 for every other Cintrian Royal Guard under your control. The opponent cannot interact with this if he locks it, so he has to kill the Royal Guards, and if you already have like 3 on your side of the field, it boosts itself by 9, so it becomes a 14-point play. So it's pretty easy to get 3 on your side of the field, and you're just gonna start spamming like very high point Cintrian Royal Guards throughout the rounds because of your leader ability as well being mobilization. So yeah, this card is a lot of fun to play with. It's like a bronze version of Vi, where it's not the same condition, but it kind of has like the same idea of growing by 3 whenever you play another one of these guys. With the Vi, it's like whenever you consume Vi, it grows by 3. So yeah, Cintrian Royal Guard is very, very fun to use, and you're probably going to see a lot of big Cintrian Royal Guards coming in this game. Then I also run 1 copy of Boiling Oil, damage an enemy unit by 5, death blow, purify adjacent units. 1 copy of this is perfectly fine. It's just kind of there so your Natalis doesn't immediately brick. And yeah, like if your Natalis has 3 targets in your deck, it's very easy to kind of play around the fact that he might not find a target or just be a 2-point play. So that's why I added 1 copy of Boiling Oil into the deck. Then we have Zoria Runestone. Create and play a Bronze Northern Realms faction card. Now this card you can pretty much use any 5 provision card. I just like Zoria Runestone because the RNG factor it has of maybe finding you an additional Cintrian Royal Guard. I mean, the odds are pretty low of finding one, but when it does happen, it could be like a 15-point gold create card, which is pretty funny. So yeah, that's why I have it in the deck. You can obviously play any other 5 provision card you want. You can also run a second boiling oil if your Natalis does brick more frequently. Then we have the Carrack Frigate. Order spawn a volunteer in this row. Crew at the end of your turn, refresh this ability. Very powerful engine, gives you a lot of potential in round 1 especially. This card is very good in round 1. You usually want to find this card in round 1 and protect it with things like the Royal Guards or your tactical advantage, which in this case is the Crystal Skull. So yeah, Carrack Frigate gives you a lot of juice for round 1 to sort of have control over the round or stall out the round for as long as possible before being forced to play Royal Guards, which will sometimes happen in round 1, obviously. Then I run 1 copy of Offering. Damage unit by 1 death blow, play a bronze unit from your graveyard and give it Doomed. Now the reason I'm playing this card is because it just gives you additional Royal Guards. If they die in the round, you can just like kill the Ronvit, which is going to come up later as well, and then just resurrect one of your Royal Guards. So yeah, 1 copy of Offering. You can play 2 of this, but I think it does become a lot more awkward in your hand if you have 2 copies of Offering. So I just run 1 copy of it, but I do run the Radovid because of Offering. But Ronvit himself is decent enough to be justified within this deck. I think I said Radovid at some point, so I'm sorry. I meant Ronvit, which is going to come up anyway. Speaking of Devil, there's Ronvit. Deploy boost self by 5. Whenever you play a soldier, summon this unit from your graveyard to a random allied row. Very nice little card. It does give you a little bit of carryover. It plays for 6 tempo, gives you a soldier pocket for the frigate, so lots of things. It's very proactive. This deck does not lack proactive plays at all, and there's versions where the Centurion Royal Guard decks really rely heavily on this Ronvit Incessant card. This deck doesn't rely too much on it since we only run 1 copy of the Offering, so it's not the worst situation if you don't find this in round 1, which is why I'm only running 1 copy of Offering, so we don't have to rely this much on Ronvit the Incessant. Then I also run Margarita Lo Antil, Zeal, order lock an enemy unit, just a bit of control, very solid. Like, this card just gives you that lock that you might need. You can also tutor it with your Amphibious Assault, which is why I'm running her and not the Derogare, because she does get an extra 2 boost if you play her through the Amphibious Assault. In some situations, Derogare is better, especially with cards like the Ancrate Longship, but I think any other situation, it doesn't really matter which one you have. So I think Margarita Lo Antil is definitely worth it. Then we have Reinforcement. Spawn and play a base copy of a bronze allied unit. This card is absolutely massive. This can give you another Centurion Royal Guard. This is a card that's just huge with the Royal Guards. It can definitely play onwards from 11 to 20 points in this deck, because it just gives you that extra Centurion Royal Guard, and that's just all you need sometimes in games. Then we have Egmont. Veil Zeal, order melee damage an enemy unit by 3 at the end of your turn. If order is not used, boost the unit to the right by 1. This card isn't necessary in this deck, but I just feel like it's a very solid card. It gives you a nice little engine, or it can just give you 3 damage, and it can also give you a soldier pocket for your frigate, which is why I'm playing this Egmont card. And then I also have Necromancy. Play a bronze unit from your graveyard and give it Doomed. The same purpose of the Offering, except the 1 damage not being necessary. And yeah, this card can be very useful a lot of times. Necromancy giving you an extra additional Centurion Royal Guard if one of them dies during the round that you play them all. So yeah, Necromancy is definitely a card that can play for a lot of points, especially with the Centurion Royal Guards. Then I run John Natalis. Deploy melee, play a warfare card from your deck. Very simple, gives you AA, gives you the reinforcement, and gives you a boiling oil. Sometimes you have to be careful with your mulligans so you do not break the John Natalis, but you should be able to not break him most of the time, pretty much. Then I run Operator. Deploy, spawn and summon a base copy of a bronze unit from your hand to this row on each player's side. This card is a card you like to play in round 1, or obviously in the round where you're able to summon as many Centurion Royal Guards as possible, because the card doesn't really play for much tempo, and you're not running Muzzle where you're able to yoink the one that you put on the opponent's side. You're just adding an additional Centurion Royal Guard on your side of the field, and that's what this card is pretty much there for. And the same goes for Queen Adalia. Deploy, spawn, and play a base copy of a bronze Northern Realms unit from your hand, then give it shield. This is a very strong card, especially the fact that it can give you a shield. So you usually play Operator before this if you have them in the same round, because the Operator does not trigger the deployability of the Centurion Royal Guards, whereas this does. So you can then play an 8-point Centurion Royal Guard with a shield, and that can be very, very useful a lot of times because the opponent might not be able to kill the 5-point unit or the 8-point unit with the shield. And then I run Bloody Baron. Formation order, reset the power of a unit. Inspired if it was boosted, give it bleeding for the duration equal to the amount of boost it lost. I think this card's pretty solid in this current meta. There's a lot of kind of tall stuff going around right now, and he just gets good value. He's just a sick body and deals with things like Cleaver, things like Gore, just trade down to this pretty hard, and he just gives you a nice little tall punish that isn't too committal. There's matchups like Skellige where you kind of want to keep this in round 1 and have it in round 1 where they might use something like a tactical advantage to boost up something, and then you just use the Bloody Baron for the 5 reset value, and that's still really good because it still gives you something like a 11-point play for 10 provisions in early rounds to just put pressure on the opponent. And then I also run Heatwave, banish a unit or an artifact. Another tall punish. Baron is not the only one that we have in this deck. Since we don't have a Purify, this can just be able to deal with defenders in case the opponent plays it. So we then banish the defender and then reset the tall unit with the Baron. Then we have Amphibious Assault. Echo, play a Northern Realms unit from your deck with a provision cost of 9 or less, boosted by 1 for each provision below the limit. I mean, this card is just super solid, gives you Royal Guards, give you access to the Carrack Frigate, and all the other bronze cards that you might want. It's just a very powerful play. And then we have Oneiromancy Echo, play any card from your deck. This just gives you more consistency on cards like Adalia, Heatwave, Baron, if you need it. Also, Operator can be played through this, so that's also quite big for Oneiromancy. For my stratagem, I play Crystal Skull, order boost an allied unit by 4 and give it Veil. Now, the reason I'm playing this one is because if your frigate gets locked in round 1, it doesn't actually play for a lot of points, and it actually puts you very far behind. So having the Crystal Skull in round 1 for the frigate can be incredibly useful, and is the reason why I'm playing the Crystal Skull here. As for leader ability, I'm going Mobilization, as it is the best one with this sort of strategy, which spawns a base copy of a bronze allied soldier on its row and then boosts it by 3. So you're playing a Centurion Royal Guard for probably 5, since it's the first one you play, and then you summon a second one for 8 points. So you have a 5 and an 8-point Royal Guard, which already gives your next Royal Guard 6 additional boost. So the next Royal Guard that you play is already 11 points, which doubles up on its provisions at 5. And then you have cards like Adalia and Operator, which are able to put out more of these Royal Guards, and this leader ability just gives you a lot of points basically to work with. And yeah, that is the deck. It's a lot of fun to play with. You might say it's a bit of a brain dead strategy, but if you're able to play like 14, 17, 20-point bronzes, like that just feels good, doesn't it? Like on deploy, it's just so big, and it can beat a lot of sort of meta strategies in the game right now. It's very vulnerable to tall punishes, so if there's a lot of tall punish going on, it can be quite awkward, but there's definitely situations where this strategy just goes off and pops off like crazy. And you also have short round options for Amphibious Assault, where if you know that you are not going to win round 1, or if you're going to get bled round 2, which this deck really deals well with, by the way. If you get bled in round 2, it's really nice to have Amphibious Assault, because your short round is just significantly better with the Amphibious Assault's Echo ability in round 3. So that's why this is just a very nice little deck, and let's just jump into some games. Okay, who are we playing against? We're playing Enslave. Oh, that's actually a tough one, I would say. Enslave, I mean, it can be annoying, but there's some options we have. I mean, it's pretty a hyper Enslave. Oh, 4 Enslave. Okay, that's interesting, though. I am actually curious. Another important thing about this deck is having a Centurion Royal Guard in hand for cards like Operator and Adalia, so that's going to be quite important. I can kick this Necromancy, I think. I have Natalis, but I have all my 3 Warfare cards, so I'm probably also going to kick the Boiling Oil here just to have access off of the Natalis. So this is a situation where 3 Warfare cards in your deck can be quite awkward, but in this situation we were able to mulligan it and then use the Natalis for the Boiling Oil if my opponent plays something like a, I don't know what he's actually going to play here. At 4 Seas, that's a bit interesting. Goes for the Hefty Helga, plays the Roach as well. Oof, that is a bit awkward. See, this is where cards like Margarita would be very good, but I'm probably not going to go ahead and play her just yet. I think I can go ahead and do the Cutthroat and give this bleeding. I think that's actually pretty effective in this situation for what we're trying to do, at least. He might boost us up, which could be an issue, but I'm going to have to just deal with it right now. We're also not giving him too tall of a unit here. I mean, he can kill this, which wouldn't really make me that upset. I mean, why is he playing Hefty Hell? He's not even playing that many tactic cards, is he? Isn't he just playing like Fort? Oh, okay. He goes for the Coup de Grace, which honestly I'm perfectly fine with, because we just pop this shield and we just deal with it with our boiling oil here. So this is a lot of like control already out right now. We also don't give him a big unit to deal with the bleeding here, so he's probably also going to lose some points if he clicks it now, but he might actually hold it. So we can actually play this quite slow if I wanted to, because we are going second. I don't feel the need to rush this out realistically. He has a lock on Collar, which can be quite annoying. He goes for Defender immediately. Okay, that's fascinating. So I guess he wants to put on some pressure on us here. I don't necessarily mind that, because it seems like right now he's committed a lot of provisions into this round already. The Roach, the Fion, the Helga, all seem pretty decent cards right now. So do I want to go for my Frigate now? I think the Frigate seems pretty solid here. I think I go through. Do I go Frigate on this? I could also start playing my soldiers now. Get some in the graveyard. This is a pretty interesting turn. I am down by a few here. I'm down by 19 here, actually. I might actually have to pass. He's played a lot of good stuff here, to be honest, though. And at 4 Enslave, I'm not that upset about passing here. So I'll just pass here. I think this round 1 with the Defender established and the Hefty Helga gone and his Coup de Grace out of play as well, it could be okay. I mean, we could be okay to just get bled here, because his bleed is not necessarily good in a lot of situations. We got a Scout here. That's actually pretty okay. I can keep the Scouts. Do I need the Scout here? Honestly, I don't think I do. The Heat Wave is pretty good. And I think I actually mulligan the Frigate here. That's pretty nice. I'll take that. Alright, so we got a pretty good hand. Not much Resurrection going on here as well. There's the Nova. I think I just Heat Wave this. Do I just Heat Wave this? I mean, I have no other form of removal here. And I have a lock for... And I have Baron for something like the Kogrim, if he is Kogrim. It doesn't seem like he's clogged, though, so far. He's not really clogged me at all. Okay, goes for that. Do I mind that? Not necessarily. I'll go for my Ronvid here. So I might actually not want to play for Frigates this round if he's a clog deck. This could be a bit scary, actually. So he does pass here. I could go for Operator now. I think Operator now actually is pretty good, because I have Resurrection targets now in the graveyard as well. So I'll just take the Operator then. I'm perfectly fine with this, I would say. I do lose one of the Royal Guards for the next round, but I have one in graveyard, which is also quite important. So we have, if we find something like the Offering or the Necromancy, we can just resurrect. See, here we find the Necromancy, and I'm perfectly fine with that then. Okay, Ghetto Necromancy as well. This gives us the Baron, and I think I'm pretty happy with this hand, honestly. So I'll just go ahead and keep it, right? Nothing too bad about that. So we have how many of these dudes? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we could actually have 7 as well if we wanted to. So I'm just going to go ahead and play my strategy here, right? I'll go ahead and play the Adalia. Giving the shields could be very good as well. So I'll just do this now. So we get already a 5 and an 8. And the next one's going to be a solid little 11-point Cintrian Royal Guard. Already putting a lot of pressure on this Mr. Opponent. I'll probably go for an immediate hit on Eggman, so I'm not really stressing about Eggman just yet. I can keep this alive, I think. This is fine. I'll just play my second Cintrian Royal Guard. Probably should have gone for reinforcements there. I mean, it's not necessary. It doesn't matter really what we play at this point. There's the Roderick. Okay, there's location. I don't mind that too much. He's gone for double adepts. I'm honestly fine with these adepts going off. Like, it's fine. It's perfectly fine with me right now. We got the 14-point Royal Guard coming in hot. How big are we gonna go here? That's the question. We have one more left, right? But that one's going a bit too tall, isn't it? So we can probably play one off of a Neuromancy, right? We'll play the last one off of a Neuromancy because it goes too tall if we play it off of Assault, I would say. Goes for the coup on the Roderick. So what's gonna happen here? He's gonna go Cynthia. That is fine with me. I might want to see what we get off of Runestone here. We get a battering ram. This gains zeal, right? Actually, no, it doesn't because we don't have. I could go for a Trident Infantry actually, though. Or to go for Rune Word. Nah, Rune Word doesn't do anything. I think the battering ram here is fine. Goes for. I mean, yeah, okay, that's fair. I guess that's fair. So we can maybe play the Eggman now. Goes for a Sire. What's he putting back? Oh, Roach. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So maybe I do go. I kind of want to wait for these two cards because if he has the. Can he deal with this Margarita is my question. Because I could kind of hold Margarita here. I could just kind of stall here. Or do I just play my another one of these Royal Guards? Yeah, another Royal Guard seems pretty good here, honestly. 17 points. Casual 17-point bronze. Goes for the good old War Council. Oh, if he puts back... Oh, yeah. Please put back more of these guys in my deck. I would love that. He puts back a Dahlia. Oh, so maybe we should have played the one from hand there. That would have been nice, right? But I think I'll let him have a Dahlia in my deck. That's fine with me. He gets a... I mean, yeah, we would have had a 10 provision card in our deck anyway with the Baron. So he does clog me quite hard here. That's a pretty good clog as well. So I can actually maybe keep the Eggman alive at this point, right? I'm actually not too worried about this now. So I did get rid of Heatwave, though, for his Nova. Oh, he might have another one of these. Okay, that's annoying, actually. So I'm guessing the last card's gonna be... So I'll probably just go for the last Cinchin Royal Guard here. Boom. Boom, 24 points, just casual 24 points. I don't think he has something like Spore. I mean, he could have Spores, to be honest. That might have been a mistake. But if he's clogged, can he afford Spores? Maybe he can, maybe he can. He did drop some tactics, to be fair. Goes for the 10-point Witcher Mentor. And we have the Margarita. We're going to hold her, obviously, because his Colgrim is going to be quite big now. There's the other Witcher Mentor. And at this point, the Colgrim ain't even that great no more. So we're just going to lock one of these guys. Wait, what is the bigger reset? I think it's the same if we do it on either of these. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. And then go Baron on one of these guys, right? I think that's perfectly fine. So we go... I mean, this is the same thing if we do it on this. Yeah, let's just go do it on this one. And yeah, 93 points up. The Colgrim ain't gonna do anything here. It's just a 9-point card. And we take the victory against the Mighty Clog. Love to see it. Alright, who are we playing here? We're playing Carapace. So this is a matchup where Ronvit might be very important. If we... Yeah, Ronvit is actually gonna be quite important here. We might also be forced to bleed round 1. We have... there's a lot of things we have, but... It's actually not that... It's actually quite awkward as well. Okay, we actually, again, drew... I don't know, we didn't draw all our Warfare cards. Do I need Boiling Oil, though? I don't think I do. Heatwave's good. Alright. Okay. So I'm thinking of playing my... Assault for the Frigates. But Frigates can also be very good to counter his Kelly if he plays Kelly. Also, I need my AA for the short round. I guess I'll just play this now. But I give... I'm gonna wait here, actually. I guess playing AA for this seems okay, then. Alright. Oh, he gives us Veil already. Okay, that's... It's a bit excessive. So I think I have to go AA now. I think AA now is perfectly fine. We can't give Bleeding to anything, but I'm okay with this, honestly. Would have liked to have the Carrick Frigate in hand there, actually. That would have been very nice. Okay, goes for the Aparian. So he gets 2 coins. Sorry, can't speak. 2 points per turn as well now. All right, we just have to kind of wait here. A lot of veiled units. Wish I could give bleeding to something here. Okay, I guess I can give bleeding to that to negate the passive points he creates off of it. All right, I'll see what Runestone gives me here. I could go for, smoke him out. I can go for a mulligan here. It's the least points, but I think a mulligan here could be quite useful. Get a Baron. That's actually quite nice. I'll mulligan the Necromancy here. I'll probably boost this up. This is actually not very good, though. This is not a good situation for me right now. He has the... Okay. Oh, fudge. He's even ahead of me now, right? Oh, Jesus Christ. So how do I do this? I would have to Heatwave one of the big boys now, right? I could also Baron this if I need to. Baron could be quite useful here as well. So I think I'm going to go for Operator. Or do I go Operator? I might actually have to go Adult. Nah, I think Operator is fine here, actually. I think Operator is actually okay here. We do have good reach with Baron, I would say, since he does boost his cards up quite high. Oh, he's going to go Keltilis already. What? Okay. Well, I just Heatwave this, right? That's perfectly fine with me. It was Parasite. Why Ronvid? What is this guy doing? This guy's playing weird. Alright, just do this now. Okay. Might have to play all my Royal Guards, but we are going to get a lot of points, to be fair. Okay, that's pretty big. And I guess my last card might be the Baron here to play. Do I want to play the Royal Guards? It's really awkward. He has Spores as well. Will I play my last Royal Guard here? I think I do, actually. This is a bit scary. I want to see what he has still. Has Igni. Oh, that's a... Okay. Alright, I'll just go Baron at this point. This is getting a bit annoying here. So what has he got left here? He's played Kelly, he's played Igni. He's getting 3 points passively. And he can also use Leader Charge. He does pass. That's pretty good for me then. So he played... I mean, he kind of played everything, didn't he? But he used a lot of good stuff as well. A lot of scary stuff that would have made us worry. Okay, Eggman's pretty good here. Do I just keep this hand and go for the short run? I think the short run actually is not terrible here. We're not playing for Royal Guards anymore anyway. He's got the Ioneromancy. That's pretty good. Oh, he's gone for Wyvern as well. We have to use Heatwave as well. He might actually just win this off of Ozril at this point, but who knows? Maybe he doesn't. He played a lot of good stuff, to be fair. Okay, so now we can go Adalia as well. So if we find Adalia, it's not the worst. We get a Necromancy. We might actually just go for Frigate's Overload here. I don't mind the Frigate Overload. And I can Onero for the Margarita. Okay, I'm actually happy with this hand then. Goes Defender. There's not much he has to defend at this point. I guess he can defend the Ozril. Right, I'm just gonna go do this then. Okay, I think I also go Leader on these guys. And then just play Frigates for days. There's the Ozril. I don't really mind that too much. I guess I'll go Necromancy for the Frigate at this point. So anything that deals with... Oh yeah, he can deal with this with the Wrath. Yeah, Wrath's pretty scary here, to be fair. He might just draft this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. As long as he doesn't Wrath this one. 8 damage. He might have a Rock Slide. He plays Igni, so I don't really know. Has the heat? I had to. I guess I had Heat Wave. Okay, that's fine. Okay, it's a bit low tempo. Does he have another? He might have another one. To be fair, I might lose a point there. All right, he has Pact. So we're getting 2 points here. We're getting 1 point here. We can tie with a Kedweni Knight. I think it's a tie with it's a tie with Kedweni Knight. Alright, I guess I'll take a tie against Kelly, to be honest. It's not the worst. I mean, I guess I could have played that better. I guess I could have just gone Onero for frigates and not lose. Yeah, I think that's a misplay then. Yeah, no, I played into too much tall punish there, but getting a tie there was fine. We should have won that. Alright, so last game I played a bit too fast. That's why I lost that one. Okay, we're playing Symbiosis. This is a very point-heavy deck, but we have cards like Baron and Heatwave to sort of punish that, which is why I like having Baron in this type of deck. So that's pretty good, eh? Okay, we don't want the Offering, and I guess we can get rid of Necromancy as well. I mean, do we necessarily need to get rid of Necromancy? I'd rather get rid of this Kedweni Knight. We get Assault, that's pretty big. We don't have a Royal Guard in hand, that's actually pretty bad. Oh, we have both the cards that require the Royal Guard in hand. Not the best, to be fair. Also, no Frigate in hand is not the greatest here. So it's kind of an awkward... We also have all the Warfare cards in hand yet again, but we can, with the effect of the Echo, we can mulligan this next round. So Natalis is bricked here. How do we draw all the 3 Warfare cards every single game? That's kind of funny. So I'll just go ahead and... I need to put pressure on him. I really don't want to play this AA here, but my options in my hand aren't the greatest by any means. Alright, there's a Pyro. We don't mind the Pyro, to be honest. Guess I do this. And give it a Veil. Sorry for the sneeze. Okay. Nice, hit that. That's actually really annoying. I mean, it's not that annoying since we obviously have the Royal Guard here. And we can click it as well. Don't forget to click the boat, guys. That is the most important thing in any sort of NR deck. Okay, that's... Is that my bowling? I mean, that's my bowling all right. A lot of times I don't have a better bowling all than this anyway. We're getting 2 points while we do that, so we're trading up to that, which is nice. We could actually get round control here and try and 2-0 him. Because we need to get Gezras out. Okay, so that was kind of a good bait from him there. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and... Oh, I like the reinforced Trebuchet here, actually. Marine isn't doing much here. City Guard dies too easily. I mean, both of these just probably die, but this is nice, I guess. I guess the other one could have hit armor. I mean, this can hit armor, but this can hit a tree end as well, so... Nice, we hit the tree end. That's actually pretty good. That is actually pretty good. Alright, he's doing that. I think I'm just going to pass here, honestly. He needs to commit some big stuff here. We hit the armor. That's unlucky. So he needs 12 points here. He hasn't played a Rebuke as well. He can do it with a Protector and a Tempering. He goes for Dryad, so he probably goes a card down here as well. Alright. Oh wait, it's just enough. Okay, that's enough actually. It's enough by 1. That's actually really close. Am I getting bled here? That would be really awkward. Would it be though? Not necessarily. If we find a Royal Guard, we're actually really good here. Oh, look at that. Ye ask and ye shall receive. This is a pretty crazy hand. Yeah, it's a pretty good hand. So he does pass. And I'm going to go Operator on one of the Royal Guards now. I think that's perfectly fine. And I also have to mulligan this AA. I didn't actually do that in the last round. That was a misplay. The hand looked so clean, but this AA is actually kind of dirty. So let's get rid of the AA. Let's get rid of the AA. This might be a... if he has like Path Go and stuff, this could be quite awkward. Okay, I don't think I need the Blue Stripe Scout here. Okay, maybe now I would have needed the Blue Stripe Scout, but that's okay still. Okay, we have a Resurrector. I think this is a pretty good hand, right? This is as good as a hand as I can hope for. So, let's just see. Oh, I forgot to mulligan the AA again. Oh my god. How did I how did I forget that? Are you serious? Oh Jesus. Oh no. Dude, how did I forget? I literally said it like 10 seconds prior and then I forget to do it. Oh boy. Alright. Jesus. How did I put myself into this position? Jesus Christ. That shouldn't have happened. My god, how did I actually just put myself into that position? If I mulligan the AA, I can... Ah, dude, that's so annoying. Wow, how did I... I failed. I failed hard there. Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and do this then. Do this then. And do this then. I mean, we got a lot of points, but this 2-point Natalis might actually be our downfall here, to be honest. Because he's got... I mean, we can deal with Gezras, right? Is he even playing Gezras? He might still play the Gezras, to be honest. I mean, we are going to have some pretty big Royal Guards, to be fair. He's going to go for another Tempering. Please hit my Ronvit. Oh, he's hit that. That's pretty annoying. I mean, we're just going to play more of these guys out. Play around Earden, I guess. I don't know. This guy probably isn't an Earden friend. Yeah, maybe he is, honestly. He's playing a lot of 4 provision cards here. He's playing double Tempering, Marauder as well. This could be... This could be quite annoying, actually. Do I Heatwave this? Or do I... Wait. I think I lock this now. If he has a Purify for this, I'm honestly not that upset. Because then he has like a bunch of 4P cards in his hand here. Also, he purifies the 1 Vitality. Goes Call. So, doesn't look like he has what he needs here. Forest Protector doesn't have a Purify. Just gonna go another Tempering. That's pretty bad, honestly. I'll go for my next Royal Guard here. Boom! 12 points on the boost. 17 in total. Let's go. And the next one's gonna be 20, so that's great. We might actually not need the Natalis here. We are 30 points up here, to be fair. Almost. Ithne just now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play this here. There's the Dryad. I'll play my Dead Natalis now. This is a good turn for Dead Natalis. It's a pretty good Dead Natalis turn. So I'm guessing now he's... Oh, okay, he's playing Isengrim's Council. Okay. Yeah, I'll just play my Kedweni Knight here. That should be okay. He's a Devotion, so we don't need to play around Earden anyway at this point. His Gezras, we're just gonna... I mean, he has 1 Nature's Gift. No, that's his leader. Nature's Blessing. Shaping Nature, that's what I was looking for. I think I can play this back row, honestly. I'm a bit scared of Gezras, and I don't think he can deal with this anyway. There's a Rebuke. Alright, so I'm guessing his last card here is Gourd. We're just going to Heatwave this and reset. This is 5/5. Yeah, this is pretty much the same thing. Yeah, looking good, looking good. Even if we misplayed and played a 2-point Natalis, I think we were still good. He missed his Gezras, to be fair, but... I guess he missed a lot of cards here, to be honest. But, hey, what you gonna do? Alright, we're playing Blaze of Glory. This is a very good deck. But let's see how we do against it, obviously. Like, that's what we're here to find out. Okay, hand's looking pretty decent. Not sure if Heatwave's good. If they play Greatswords, it's actually pretty good. And I guess they get a big Utah at some point as well. So, probably kick the Stripe Scout. Don't think I need the Necromancy in this hand. And, I mean, we have both the Tutors, which is good. 1 Boiling Oil is actually pretty okay in this hand as well. I think I get rid of Royal Guard here. Yeah, that's downgrade, but that's okay, I think. So, yeah, let's just do this. Put some pressure on him. See what he does. Deny him a raiding fleet for the moment. He's probably going to play a Brockvar Hunter or something like that. Or that is also a possibility. If he plays this, this means he also plays Protector, which actually gives our Baron value, so that's actually quite important. But right now we can just deal with it with a good old Boiling Oil. There's the Protector. Yeah, just do this, right? Yeah, that seems okay. I don't actually want to bleed this. I'm gonna chill here and play a good old... Oh, I'm good. I don't have to play anything. I forgot that I just killed that, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's the boiling oil, right? I mean, sorry, the blood eagle. I guess we could have clicked that. I guess I got a bit greedy on this. Okay, maybe not. That's fine. Alright, we get good greedy. I mean, we get good value out of this card still. The 3 bleeding now seems pretty decent. I'll go for Runestone. I mean, in this hand, Lyrian Arbalest doesn't actually do anything. I can actually... Wait, I can do this, right? I can move this up. So then I play the Natalis next, right? That's pretty good, actually. I like that. That's good variance. What? He's got 2 Bloodthirst Enable. What are you gonna do? Play your Iced round 1? Oh, please don't play your Iced round 1. Gods. There's the Blood Eagle. For another Protector. That's pretty annoying, actually. I don't have anything that's dead. Does absorb that pretty nicely. He's getting 1 point next turn. Sorted up by 7. 7 points shouldn't be too hard for him to do. Berserker does it. I think I might be forced to use this now. The AA into what though? Ronvit? Margarita? And there's a lot of options here. I think Ronvid's an interesting one. Could also be an Egmont or just a classic Royal Guard. I like the Ronvid actually. Put it there. Okay. I did expect the Berserker to come down here. Wait. Hello? Carrack Frigate? Okay. Wait, what? 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 Why, wait, what? Why isn't this working? This is weird. Oh, okay, I get it. I get it. Oh, no, I misplayed. Yeah, I get it now. I get it now. Because I didn't have one on this. It's actually not crew enabled. I'm so, like, yeah, that's true. I should have played the Ronvit to the right of this. That's a mistake by me. That's actually a pretty massive mistake on my side. So I might have to Heatwave his Hatemate Protector, which doesn't feel too great, honestly. I'll do that. This might force him out. Alright, there's the pass. So now we have one in Graveyard. We have a Ronvid coming out. So we have an access to a lot of Royal Guards here, to be honest. We can force out some stuff. We get an AA as well, which gives us another Royal Guard, right? I don't think I need this. Margarita can be quite useful. I might actually kick Baron in this hand. Baron might slow me down. But is there anything better than Baron? There's like reinforcements, right? Or another Royal Guard. Alright. Let's see it. Okay, so I could also go for a long round and see how well we do, but it's not really worth it. I think I need to bleed him here. I need to just take advantage of my point output that I have very early on here. Can he kill this in 1 turn? He would have to use leader, right? So I'm just gonna not use leader here. Goes there. Okay. He bleeds this guy. I am going to do this then. Played a bit slow here, but that's okay, I think. There's the totem. Alright, this is where we start smashing points like our life depends on it. Go for another Royal Guard here. Boom, 15 points. Easy peasy. We also have a nice reset target with Baron on this, if he doesn't kill it at least. He might kill it, to be fair. Alright, goes for the totem click. He has access to his ice now with the 2 Bloodthirst, which ain't too great. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and play more Royal Guards. Haha! Let's go! Yay! And this is where the pressure starts piling up. He might be forced to use leader now at this point. Next one is worth 17. I could also use Baron now, right? I don't think Baron's that bad. Goes Blood Eagle. Onto one of these guys. Okay, I mean, he has 3 Bloodthirst enabled anyway, so it's fine. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So I guess he's gonna go for his Ice now. No, we go Turk. Okay. Okay. It's not a pretty good Turk V, honestly. So we just play the other one, right? Yeah, just keep putting pressure on him, right? Baron plays for 9, which not great, but we'll take it. There's the Iced. What's he gonna discard? Oh, look at this guy. Absolute talent. And yeah, that's just Iced. And Skellige, oh my god. We can't even get ahead of him now. That was like, what? That swung for what? 24, 10, 34, 38 points? That seems balanced. Just don't play any unit above 12. That's what you have to do in this game. I guess I mean, that's a trade, but like now he still has, what, Skjortel, Herald. I mean, he used all his Blood Eagles, but we also used all of our AAs. Honestly, not a good position to be in at this point, I think. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. Okay, there's Herald. Okay, I guess I just go and play the Frigate. Is he able to deal with this? Ah, yes. Ah, damn it. Alright, that's game over then, right? Yeah, the Skellige deck. I can deny him heal value. Yeah, this game's just over. I mean, he still has Skjortel, right? This is just over. Just plays back row. Probably should have shot there. That was, what, 3 points? I don't think it makes a difference at this point. He was able to catch up with one single card. Like, that was just so stupid. This card is not balanced at all. I mean... Jesus. To discard my reinforcements. Great. I mean, I had to keep the reinforcements. If my boat stayed alive there, that was the only way I could have won. Yeah, there's the other Witcher. Yeah, this is just too much. Alright, whatever. We don't beat this dumb deck, I guess. Alright, who are we facing here? Symbiosis. Can we be as good as last time we played them? Maybe. Who knows? Alright, hand's looking okay. Okay, maybe not that good. Get the Ronvit. Maybe I shouldn't have kicked double Frigate. I think it's fine. To be honest. I want the Royal Guards in hand. But other than that, I think it's fine. Sadly, we don't have a Heat Wave in this hand or a Baron. This could have been... Actually, we do have Baron, don't we? Yeah, Baron's good. Baron can kind of make us win on even here. And winning on even is quite a good thing. But he's probably going to give tactical advantage to one of his Treants. Okay. That's a-okay. Bit annoying. I could bleed it. Bleeding. Is it worth it? Yeah, I'll look. We'll see. We'll see what he does against this. I'll play it back row for the moment. I don't want to give it Zeal. Goes Call of the Forest. Okay, so we can kill that with a... Oh, that's actually really annoying. I'm not gonna give bleeding right now. I don't think that's a good idea. Pathgo. Jesus Christ. Guess he's got round control here, it seems, but I mean, we can still like do stuff here, right? Oh, he's got a Circle of Life as well. That's pretty good. Well, getting Pathgo out doesn't seem that bad. I don't want him getting any more carryover, so I'll just pass here. We might be getting bled here, which I'm not too upset about, honestly. Because getting bled with this deck isn't that terrible, because we just have a lot of like power. If we draw the Royal Guards in the situation, obviously. Other than that, if we don't draw Royal Guards here, we could be in a bit of trouble. Get this. That's good. That's alright. Jesus. I need a Royal Guard here. Oh god, we lose if he bleeds us. We don't... Yeah, just lose, right? We have both of these in hand. It's so dead. I probably should have kicked the Operator, but... Oh god. I guess I have to heat wave that. Doesn't feel too good. Goes Fav. Okay. Oh, he goes tall on Fav there. That's interesting. I guess I just go... Oh, why did I go boiling oil there? That's okay. It's not the worst boiling oil, but I thought I had AA in deck still. I'm not used to this being in my hand. So why does he Circle of Life the Ron bit there? That's a bit of a weird play. Guess I'll just go Frigate here. Don't really know what else to do. Okay. I mean, I can just do this, right? And resurrect the Carrick Frigate. And go Baron back row. Okay, that's also an option. I mean... I'm kind of forced to do this, aren't I? If he has Protector here, it's a bit of a bad play, but... Not really sure what else I'm supposed to do here. He does pass. That's actually very good for me, then. I'll go back row on this. That's fine. Alright, I need a Royal Guard in this hand. I could win with a Royal Guard, honestly. Because I have Baron still. I don't have Heat Wave, though. That's a bit of an annoyance. But... We can see, we can see. I need to find the Royal Guards. If I don't find Royal Guard in hand, I just lose here, right? I get AA. Oh, yes. Yes. Pretty nutty hand. Yeah, that's a pretty good hand. That's as good as it's gonna get, I would say. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, does he have... I think I'll just go Operator into one of these guys. And then just do this. There's a consideration to go Adalia first, but if the Operator doesn't go off, it doesn't matter anyway, right? Sadly, we don't have reinforcements anymore. Goes Oak Critters. Oh, we have all of them. That's nice. We get to keep all of the boys. All of the Royal Guards. Early Oak Critters. I'm fine with this. I think I'll row stack here. He's Devotion. It's pretty obvious. So, stacking the row here is quite okay. There's no real tall punishes apart from Poison and Square Tail, but he's not going to play Poisons if he's playing the good old Eithne. Alright. I'll just row stack here. Boom! Big Royal Guard coming through. There's the Hamadryad. What is my Neuromancy giving me? Do I try and high roll? I think I just play the roll. Is there anything I actually want off of a Neuromancy? Oh wait, we want Necromancy, right? Oh no, we don't have a dead Royal. Oh, we don't have a dead Royal Guard. That's annoying. We didn't play Royal Guards earlier. We were up a lot of points here, to be fair. Okay. Goes for the Gezraz. I might actually try and high roll here. This is a 7/7/7. The Necromancy doesn't do anything. No, it doesn't. Yeah, just go and high roll. Go for the lineup. The Royal... Oh, okay, I mean, that's not bad, right? Go for a drummer here. So, I'm going to wait for the Margarita here. Because if he kills the Ron bit, I don't really care, right? So, I'm fine with just waiting a turn here for him to play maybe like a Caress. Maybe we can bait out that Caress out of him. There's the Shaping Nature. Is he gonna go greedy on this? He shouldn't, but he might. Okay. Kills my Gezraz. I'm just gonna go ahead and lock the Gezraz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if he purifies this, there's odds that he might actually spawn one of the back row here. Okay, goes Circle of Life. Oh, his gourd's big, isn't it? Oh, that's a big-ass gourd. So what's the biggest reset here? This is a 5 reset. This is a 7 reset. So it's the 7 reset here all day, every day. And we're just going to go ahead and do this. And how big is gourd? Gourd? I don't think gourd could be 20 points here, right? I could be. Oh, God, he could definitely be 20 points. Oh, just not enough. Just not enough. The Symbiosis matchup, we got that under control. And yeah, that was the Royal Guard deck. It's a pretty fun deck to play. I mean, it's a bit brain dead, one could say, being, kind of forcing yourself to play the same card over and over again. But it's a meme archetype. If this ever becomes competitive, it's gonna be a bit of a problem because it's quite literally the same card over and over again. But you saw the power of it. Being able to play a 17-point bronze card is just so much bloody fuel for your deck. The only matchup that this really struggles against, like properly struggles against, is definitely the Skellige deck with the Ice, because Ice is just kind of like a unbalanced card. Against Syndicate, it doesn't do that bad. If you bleed them correctly, you can definitely get some wins out of it, but it is definitely a difficult matchup against Iced, because Iced is just, that swing is so huge that you might not be able to bleed the opponent effectively enough, and it just might be too big of a swing with all the other Skellige cards surrounding him. I really do like the addition of Baron and Karathi Heatwave, since they do get a lot of value in this current meta, I feel like. And Margarita feels very solid. All the Resurrection cards feel really good. Ronvit might not be the best card in this deck. You can replace him, but I feel like the one offering with the Ronvit gives you a little bit of consistency on certain resurrections, but you can definitely replace these two and try and polarize the deck a little bit more. Other than that, I feel like the deck is pretty solid in itself. It's obviously not that competitive, but it is a lot of fun to play, and it does have a lot of potential in the near future, maybe. So if it will be, it could be actually a very scary one, but at the moment, it's not looking like that's happening, and the way it is right now, I feel like it's perfectly fine to play it the way it is. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little deck guide. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe for more Gwent content, and I'll see you soon.